see, it's minus 10 outside, and we're on our way to the boat to kind of finish off the heater, and at the same time try to install the power for the freezer and a few other odds and a few odds and ends. Hopefully we can get some of it done, and at the same time I'm bringing my wife and son to be able to see what I've done to the boat so far in person. So this should be able to show everybody how dedicated we are working on a boat at minus 10. See ya. Well, I'm trying to see what kind of heating we've got in here. So I've got the diesel heater going full blast. It is minus 10 outside. Underneath the tarp it is minus 5, and in this boat right now it is minus 2, and the heater's been running for about 20 minutes. So I'll get back to you in about 2 seconds. So as promised, I returned an hour later, and now the boat is sitting at 8 degrees inside, and the heater's still running strong, and we're all nice and toasty in here, and it's only going to keep on getting warmer. So just finished installing the new Raymarine autopilot head, and there it is, brand new compared to the old ones. Fits pretty nicely in the old hold for the wind indicator, which will be here after, and this would be the depth. And you're asking me why did I put the autopilot on top? Well, it just made sense for me. And currently trying to pass the wires to for the backbone. And I'm using the hole that I did here for the heating, which, by the way, I don't know if you can see this, but yes, 15 degrees in this boat right now, and there's so much heat going out the door that because you can see here everything's wide open, and it's 6 degrees underneath the tarp, which I don't know if you can see it, but right there is the sensor for outside, and while I was coming here it said -7 on my car thermometer, so I'm guessing I'm doing pretty good here. Well, now that I'm installing power and giving power and changing power, the old owner felt good to make his own little platform here with nothing fused and plugged straight into the power for the VHS and all sorts of weird and wonderful things. So I'm gonna take this apart and take this apart. I'm gonna put in my own fuse panel, and I'm gonna put in my own I'm gonna leave the plug there because that's wired properly, but all of this is going to be made out of aluminum, one shot, and I still have to figure out what That amp meter is 4, and that amp meter is plugged with that switch. But again, what does it do? I have no clue. The joys of buying a used boat. And better yet, if you can read what's written on here, it says bullet connectors under black tape. Well, what? I did finish installing my autopilot, so to a couple of guys that are saying that it's really hard to install it on a quadrant, I agree. Well, this is enough for this week's episode. Oh, and let me show you a couple of things. That's where I installed the gyro head, and then further in, yeah, this is again my new lazarette space that has a heater that's currently working. If I bring you a little further, there's the autopilot. Now, for those of you that says, well, look at that spaghetti, I agree. But I'm trying to finish installing, passing all the wires before I start putting them down with proper wraps and proper P-clamps. Because I'm not doing the same work 3 times. Because I've already cleaned up all the wiring that was already on the boat. It doesn't look cleaned up, but believe me, it is. And now that second bar that's at the bottom is totally useless. So yeah, enjoying.